Good afternoon and welcome to the briefing from the Board of Directors of Gemframe Group, which was hosted on Monday, April 20th of 2020. My name is Oleg Lipovetsky and I will be translating on behalf of all the speakers today. Alexander Kachanovsky speaking. Good afternoon, dear colleagues and friends, and today we have a conference during which we will answer the most frequently asked questions regarding the future development of our application and project. We will also be conducting the second stage of the Spring Lottery at the end of this conference as well. As a reminder, our schedule of conferences for the following few weeks is depicted on the slide, and be sure to submit any questions you may have in order for developers and marketers to prepare diligent answers. On April 27th, we will have a briefing with developers and marketers, followed by a news conference on May 4th. Firstly, let's begin with some traditional news. We currently have 11,756,000 of current users of the application, a great number that depicts our continuous progress. Let's keep on marching towards our future goals together. Additionally, each week we summarize the results of the earnings and work conducted, as well as the weekly earnings of those active partners. As you can see, the geography of those partners is widespread from Canada to Japan and Indonesia, and over the course of last week we had 29 partners from 10 countries with earnings of more than 1,000 euro. 16 partners from 7 countries with more than 2,000 euro, 9 partners from 5 countries with earnings of more than 3,000 euro, 5 partners from 5 countries with more than 5,000 euro, and 2 partners from 2 countries with earnings of more than 10,000 euro in just 1 week. And our top earning partner of last week earned 12,100 euro. These are the profitability rates of our project for those partners who wish to earn not just when the project is finished and is sold, but also while it is being developed. Let's make these amounts more frequent over the course of this spring, and we are confident that this is the time when big amounts can be earned. Let's now get to the main topic of today's conference, as we've received an extraordinary amount of questions. Let's now begin answering them. Who creates technological tasks for application development? Are the developers setting these tasks themselves, or is there a coordinating board? If so, who is in it? Firstly, the board of directors and marketing department set a global direction. We also discuss certain notions with our top leaders, while the developers also move around and prioritize certain technological notions. We also have a roadmap that depicts all the upcoming introductions and developments over the course of this year. We have events and urgency of demand, as we've recently prioritized the audio conferences and video conferences given the world's current demand for it, as well as the screen sharing option. Is feedback regarding completed work taken into account? And can investors influence the design, convenience, and offer ideas by means of voting? If so, where can it be submitted? We are always very grateful for your feedback regarding the quality and functionality of our application. We have 3 chats in our application that are devoted to strictly testing purposes, and users are able to share their feedback in there to our developers. From the list of inquiries and feedback that we receive, we start prioritizing the most asked for ones that need most urgent attention. We are truly thankful for your input and ask you to please continue helping us in this regard. The sale of shares towards development of the Messenger is completed. Does that mean that financing of developments of the Messenger in accordance to technological characteristics in complete use was fully paid for to the developer? Also, why are the developers developing the Messenger for such an extensive period of time? On average, all messengers that are used nowadays, for instance Viber and WhatsApp, that were started back in 2009 take the same amount of time to develop and start being used widely. We are in pace with the time frame in this regard. Moreover, functionality is always developing and improving, which is why we are also in need to introduce the latest standards of the modern day. Also, the programming languages that our developers are using are also continuously updated, which allow for mobile applications to operate more efficiently and for our developers to implement all these aspects in our application. Please specify if the messenger has achieved 95% completion and is being promoted for usual all over the world. Why does not Alexander Shatarov, the founder of Synesis, publicly discuss the development process and promotion of the project? Alexander Shatarov has different stages of being public, although in 2019 he did give several interviews, and at least in 2 of them he did mention our Gem4Me messenger. We've also introduced these interviews and included them on our news feed. Synesis is just like other developing companies, are not mono-project entities and work on dozens of projects simultaneously. Gem4Me is one of the products that Synesis is developing, and our company is paying them for their work. Our project is considered to be unique as there are no analogies apart from WeChat. Is there a probability that some other project will beat us to this notion while we are finalizing the project? Are there many competitors currently working on creating a commercial platform on the foundation of a messenger? Currently, we are not aware of any direct competitors who have the same exact tasks, although several messengers are trying to implement advertising and commercial activity in them, including Viber, as whenever a marketplace has lots of financial flows, monetization and commission are prevalent. Our advantage is the fact that we are creating a global commercial platform. Is it possible to forward all the funds towards advertising and promotion instead of development after the core market-space functionality is released in April? When will advertising of the application begin? Once again, I wanted to note that our roadmap and points out the main tasks that we have in front of us today. Firstly, the audio and video conferences, screen sharing, and API functionality for chatbots for third-party services to be provided within. These are the notions that we have yet to introduce prior to switching over to promotion, as we have a big load of work to complete to bring our messenger to full compliance with modern industry standards. Will the project be finalized this year? Yes, the project will be finished in the area of its technological development this year, as our roadmap currently depicts the final stages and what needs to be done. On the other hand, the development never ends, as modern technologies always change and we are implementing the latest introductions as well. Our goal currently is to finish the tasks set for this year. Read about Zoom today. They gained an audience of 200 million people in just 3 months. Maybe we should try this notion too. Let's introduce conferences as soon as possible in order to not miss out. Yes, we are currently working on this aspect, as in May we will be introducing this feature and other similar notions which will help for us to gain new user base, and our market team also has a lot of work on this matter as well. Why did such an experienced developer create such an unuseful messenger previously that a new one had to be developed for a year? Who covers the losses for wrong decisions? Once again, what we had to rework was not caused by wrong decisions or mistakes, but rather the fact that programming languages are evolving, and in order to be in compliance with Apple Store and Google Play, we had to readjust our application. Is it truly a difficult task to create a messenger with Marketplace, or can a medium-sized company create it with ease? If this was an easy aspect for a medium-sized company to develop, there would be most likely dozens of messengers with marketplaces spread around the world by now. This is a very difficult task, and if it was possible to create it faster, we definitely would. What role does Google play in promoting the application? We are on very friendly terms with Google, as we've been in both of their European and American headquarters, and they are monitoring our development. Currently, we use them as providers for traffic to grow our user base, but we also can always refer to them if we are in need of any additional help on a global scale. Why is there not many young people participating in the project? To improve this aspect, we are working on 2 notions: fairly improving and modernizing the convenience of our functionality, as well as introducing new functionality, and we have certain ideas to work on after the core development is done. When will monetization that will help project financially begin? Will we be paying Google for advertising? Yes, we will be paying Google for advertising and monetization, and it will begin this month, while the pandemic had slightly postponed our introduction of our marketplace in North America. But as soon as it is done, the first wave of monetization will begin. A powerful promotion campaign is spreading about Zoom despite the developers themselves stating that the platform does not have proper security measures in place. Will our MarketSpace platform have appropriate security measures in place with a large amount of users? Yes, we are of course always thinking of this notion, and this is one of the tasks that our developers have on their to-do list. What is the advantage of Gen4Me Messenger over the CityTalk CityLife Company Messenger? CityTalk was initially developed as a business messenger, but they only have 470,000 users, and it looks like they have stopped their development a few years back. On this note, I would like to thank you for your time and to pass the word to Valery Ostrikov, the member of the board of directors, who will continue our conference with the next set of questions. Valery Ostrikov speaking. Good afternoon, dear colleagues and friends, and let's continue our next set of questions right away. Firstly, the new release of MarketSpace was released recently, and it included a new profile section. This section depicts name and last name, status, and balance. Also, a profile picture can be ended. The list of products with the ability to create a new one is also available in one of the sections of the profile. The profile menu received the payments methods where users can attach and confirm a bank card. Also, My Products section depicts services available to promote a product. Once the product is published, a user can purchase promotional services, and we currently have 3 promotional services available: Make a VIP announcement, Raise an ad in the list, and Highlight a listing. Acquiring, card attachment, and payment accepting is in the process of development currently as well. And without any further ado, let's get right to the questions. Messenger is developed by the Synesys team. We know this company well, but MarketSpace is developed by a company from Riga. Not much is said about this developer. Why not Synesys? What is this company and what are their credentials? Can they be trusted and relied on in terms of development? Synesys does not have any experience and knowledge of creating a marketplace, and the team that we are working with on developing our MarketSpace has the expertise in creating payment gateways and commercial platforms. We are currently working with American financial providers who are interacting with our team in Riga, developing MarketSpace, as well as the head of the team used to be a technical director of RBK Money previously. Overall, the company is qualified for developing MarketSpace. The project's founders and investors have the same type of shares. Do investors have the right to steer the way the company is headed? There are 4 main branches of how funds are spent. Can we see the percentage spent in each? When are we able to see the results of the next financial audit? Firstly, the investors have preferred shares and founders have common shares. Our 4 main directions of how the funds are spent are development, promotion, the referral program, and administrative expenses. Yes, the results of the audit will be available for public viewing, as all of our companies are currently being audited by the Maltese Business Registry, and as soon as they are done, we will provide their documents for public viewing. If our project is worth so much, why are shares gifted for free and as bonuses when purchasing packages? The shares are not given out for free. We have certain ways for promotion and motivation, and we allow for partners to receive shares by either making purchases or by conducting promotional work, which is paid for in shares. Is there a practice of ensuring venture projects? If yes, how sound is it to pursue in the opinion of our board of directors? Is there a reserve in case a person requests a refund? Regarding the refund, our public offer states all the terms and conditions that was created by our legal team, and you can view them in the document that is available on our website. Regarding ensuring venture projects, we have never looked into such a matter, as any venture project is a high-risk project, which would make insurance very expensive and would take away funds from other aspects such as development, promotion, and the referral program. How much is the plan of attracting finances in compliance with the plan of their spending? Will there be enough of resources? There is a belief that we are slowly developing due to the lack of funding. There is a fear that competitors will race ahead of us. What are the chances of this? Shares will run out prior to the project is finalized and the funds are distributed. What will the network do then? Is there any potential interest shown towards our project from a potential buyer? If so, how serious is it? The plan has slightly changed due to the current conditions in the world, and we are adjusting to them. There are enough funds for development for now, and we've discussed the urgency of video and audio conferences with our team of developers already. As practice shows, maintaining balance and the tempo at which the team of developers works and how well the team works together. It is not always that adding more people to the team leads to faster efficiency and productiveness. There is no direct proportion in this regard. Moreover, such major projects are not developed on outsourced basis and are strictly contract-based, which is why adjusting financing is not an option for us. Shares will not run out prior to the end of the project, and we are not currently negotiating the sale of the application as we are fully focused on finalizing its development and promotion. We would like to receive a confirmation that all the companies in the holding are paying taxes in full. The name and country of the bank where investment funds are received after shares are purchased. If several, then which banks and where? Why are promotion constantly getting extended instead of ending when shown? All of our companies are registered in European Union where it is impossible to evade taxes. We are also conducting an audit as well currently, which will be available once completed. The banks are located in European Union, including Switzerland, Baltic countries, and Central Europe. Promotions are extended due to the requests of our top leaders, as well as there are countries and teams that need more time to raise their turnover with the help of such promotions. Investors are not participating in managing the company currently. They don't have access to internal financial streams and are not part of audits, and their opinions are strictly for advice. Will this change? How many times was the messenger redone and how much did it cost? Is there a chance that another product is also being developed using the financing simultaneously? Investors do not participate in audits and financial streams of a company, and yes, their opinions are taken very seriously as we fully depend on how our network operates and we are implementing the feedback we receive. We've redone the messenger twice due to the programming language being updated and development team growing. Our application is a whole ecosystem and its further evolvement required for certain parts, such as the messenger, to be modernized. Why are the conditions for people joining the project now are better than those for those who joined previously? In any case, the situation in the world is changing and we are adjusting to the condition as well. Are there any negotiations regarding the sale of our product, and is there any interested parties? Is the chance of selling our application with profit during the crisis, and when approximately? If Gem4Me is not sold and is sold for not much, what happens then? Yes, we do have interested entities who are willing to negotiate the purchase of our application at this time, although we are not pursuing this now and are striving to finalize the application and sell it with maximized profits. There is no time frame for when the application is expected to be sold, but rather it will be sold when we have a certain amount of users that will be striving to attain of at least 50 million. We will be striving to fulfill our goals. How are the project's founders guaranteeing that the co-owners, investors of preferred shares, will participate in the project's fate? Preferred shares receive certain benefits at the time of sale and dividends. Our network discusses the politics of how the application will be developing in the future and our next steps in its evolution. Is there a plan of all the expenses that are needed to finalize the project? Developers, lawyers, administrative expenses, promotion, and correlation of the remaining amount of shares for partners. Yes, we do have such estimates and calculations, and we provide them during our annual events, as well as discuss all the projections that we anticipate. Based on what European laws is our company not conducting a financial audit that investors and shareholders would like to view? We do conduct financial audits, and it will be provided in the nearest time upon its completion. What is seen as a high-risk and Gem4Me and MarketSpace project? We are not a bank and we do not have the right to guarantee profitability margins. Why is there no news regarding large investors that were hoped for when Eurobonds and Nasdaq were released? We have already sold $400,000 worth of our bonds to institutional investors through Nasdaq. Negotiations are still ongoing, yet due to the turbulent conditions of today, there is a slight delay in this regard. We have a specialized team that works with institutional investors and it continues to generate turnover for our application. Please specify if the Messenger and MarketSpace will be audited separately during the next audit. Firstly, we will conduct an audit of the Messenger portion with its new features, and after monetary flows are launched in MarketSpace, we will conduct an audit for it as well, mutually with the Messenger. Is there a chance for a private entity to pay for a super package not through a bank card but through making a bank transfer? In Europe, it is currently done with ease, while we are currently working on a way to do so in CIS countries as well. Please specify the difference between the rights of a shareholder who purchased shares of an exchange platform compared to shares of Gem4Me. We do not sell our shares on an exchange platform. The bonds that are purchased are converted into shares and there is no difference between the two. What is the role of Alexander Shatrov, Bruno Horn, and Michael Jordan in the project currently? What are they responsible for? Alexander Shatrov is the head of Synesis, which is developing our messenger. Bruno Horn is responsible for operating our companies in European Union and in compliance with all the laws and regulations, while Michael Jordan promotes our MarketSpace and presents it to investment funds in North America. What is the goal if the holding for the future after the sale? What place will presidents have in the holding? Will they continue networking and making sales? This is a rather complicated question as we are not able to foresee the future in this regard. In modern days, planning for more than 1 year in advance is not reliable as everything changes so rapidly. Our plans are solid for this year and we are continuing to follow them closely. On this note, I would like to thank you for your questions as I am now passing the word to Alexander Kuchinovsky, the member of the board of directors who will continue answering the questions and will also conduct the second stage of our spring lottery. Alexander Kuchinovsky speaking. Dear colleagues and friends, let's continue the conference with the remaining questions now. Is there a formula that allows to understand how profitability will be distributed by shares accounting for CCA? Will similar profitability be applied to purchased and complementary shares at a certain CCA? Yes, the profitability rate for purchased and complementary shares at a certain CCA will be the same. There is not a documenting the shareholder account that confirms a current CCA. When will a shareholder see his or her actual CCA in the documents? The highlighted section of the Business Center currently confirms a partnership CCA already. Moreover, the legal definition of CCA is also provided in wide access for partners where one can see an official confirmation of one's CCA. Are all complementary shares issued to investors from the custodian company, or are there shares that are issued from the administration's pool of shares? Our shares are divided into two parts. The first part that belongs to developers, marketers, and administration, and the second part that is meant for private investors. Can an investor transfer his or her package of shares to another entity prior to completing the verification procedure? Our documents state that the secondary resale of our shares is prohibited, which makes this operation also not allowable. There are only special case scenarios that are allowed to do so, and they are discussed on an individual basis depending on the situation with support service. What is a step-by-step process of distributing funds to the shareholders after the application is sold? The process is actually rather simple. The company that receives the funds from the sale can see how many shares an investor has, after which the funds will be given to be distributed to the shareholders in accordance to their packages of shares owned, as well as all corresponding legal documents proving the legality of the origin of such funds. All private cases will be dealt with by the legal department on a case-by-case basis. These were all the questions that we have received so far. We are very thankful for your interest and profound questions. Well, let's now move on to the next stage of our conference today. Firstly, here you can see the remaining amount of shares left available for purchase by investors currently. Let's now discuss the current promotions. The cashback promotion is still valid, where a partner can receive 5% cashback from his or her purchases when paying for a package using encrypted currency. And due to the conditions of the world's markets and the currency fluctuations, we also have the discount of 10% towards all the packages promotion, which helps those partners wishing to make a purchase. The plus 100 shares promotion is a very profound addition that is very popular with demand and is also still available for your use. Don't forget of our double CCA promotion as well, and this is valid for all packages. As well as the maximized advantages promotion with 350 complimentary shares for your advantage. Don't forget of our CCA 10 Powerful Surrounding promotion, which is also available, although the board of directors can end it at any time based on the remaining amount of shares. Our social resources continue to be added with great content, and we would like for you to please interact with each of these channels, as it helps us further promote our project and finalize it sooner. And for those partners who are striving to improve their work ethic and get trained by the true professionals of the business in person, we are hosting our masterclass sessions from the company's top leaders. Be sure to tune in and gain useful knowledge that will help you improve your work efficiency. And before we proceed to this week's lottery stage, I would like to firstly read some reviews from the winners of last week. It is hard to believe that even those beginners who joined the company yesterday were so fortunate to win a marvelous prize, an Apple MacBook. A major gratitude to my mentors Naila and Tatiana, Svetlana and Veronica, who explained and discussed all the major perspectives and horizons of our major international company. I will apply all the efforts, experience and knowledge to promote our Gem4Me project in our region and beyond. Good luck to everyone in the following lottery stages. Dear friends, I would like to express my major gratitude for my victory. My tablet was getting on my nerves recently and was getting slow. It was time to purchase a new one. Then a miracle occurred. My desire came true by means of my victory in the lottery. I am endlessly grateful to our administrators for organizing such a marvelous lottery and for the chance to win. I am also grateful to my sponsors who support me at all times. Thank you to my team for our mutual efforts and belief in our success. It is time to get to work, and we will most definitely achieve everything. It is just a matter of time. Dear friends, investors and administration of Gem4Me project, I would like to express my gratitude for the wonderful excitement I experienced on Monday when I won in the lottery stage. I was lucky enough to win a brand new laptop. It was not a coincidence though, but rather a result of my actions and work. I had a choice, either to pay for a vacation or to purchase a package. I ended up making a choice towards a premium package, and fate gifted me a wonderful laptop for it. I wish for everyone to experience such moments, as it truly ignites and motivates to work hard. I am a part of the project since April 8th of 2020. I purchased a premium package, and a week later I won a brand new laptop. I would like to thank Vladimir Triputin and Valentina Gridasova for telling me about our project. I just joined the business and was gifted such prize right away. I could not believe such luck, but it was real. The prize was not just a gift from the company, but also is a great sign proving that I joined the project for a reason. Everything happens for a reason, and it is most important to not miss the chance. I am glad to become an investor of a major business. Thank you to our administration for such wonderful lotteries, as they do truly inspire. Last week I won in the new spring lottery. I have never won anything in the lottery before. I was present during our conference that day when the lottery was launched, and I decided to stay and see who wins. Then my last name was called out and I did not even grasp that I won. I was truly excited and motivated. I wanted to go work even harder and to test my luck in the lottery yet again. I also want for my partners to win as well, as these feelings cannot be described with words. Thank you to our board of directors for the chance to receive such great prizes. And without any further ado, let's set off our second stage of the lottery, during which we will find out the 14 lucky winners who will take brand new laptops with them today. As you can see, the lottery prize fund has marvelous prizes in it. Over the course of the whole lottery, we will be gifting 56 amazing and modern laptops to the lucky winners, and without any further ado, let's get right to the second drawing of this week. Traditionally, our first category is drafting prizes between those who purchase the Go packages, and the prize in this category is 4 Hi-Air laptops, a great and modern laptop for conducting work on it. And let's now find out who will be the first lucky winner of our second stage today. Who will take the first laptop of this week? And it is Liliana Fardalova from Zarechny, Russia, and it is very well deserved. Let's get to the second laptop now, and the second winner today turns out to be Zinaida Lee from Moscow, Russia. Congratulations, and let's keep up the hard work, as we are also looking forward to your reviews. Let's now draw the third Hi-Air laptop, and it is Lyudmila Borzakh from Izhevsk, Russia. Congratulations, Lyudmila. And the fourth laptop in this category goes to Oksana Margun from Angarsk, Russia. Congratulations to the winners so far, while we also have one last Hi-Air laptop of this week, and it is taken by Anna Verbanovskaya from Tyumen, Russia. Congratulations to the winners of the second week in the Go packages so far. And now, let's move on to the second category, in which the gift is Asus VivoBook, a stylish laptop for buyers and sponsors of Biz packages. Let's find out who will be the lucky one to take the first Asus of today's lottery, and it is Mr. Siamwil from Indonesia. Congratulations, and we hope you enjoy your brand new laptop. Let's move on to the second lucky winner of an Asus laptop today, and it is Yelena Denisova from Khabarovsk, Russia. She is the second lucky winner today, and that is very exciting. Let's now find out the third winner in this category, and let the drum roll begin. It is Tatiana Partnik from Israel. And let's get to the fourth and last laptop in this category, which goes to Iraida Krishinina from Tyumen, Russia. Congratulations to all the lucky winners so far, as your hard work has paid off and luck smiled at you. And now, our third category for buyers and sponsors of premium packages with a prize fund of Asus 15-inch laptop, a gadget that is designed for working extensively and profoundly. Let's get right to it, and the first prize is taken by Rabiga Nadirova from Kazakhstan. Congratulations, and let's move on to finding to the second lucky winner of a marvelous Asus laptop this time, and it looks like it is Piotr Kuzaruk from Poland. Congratulations on this lucky win, Piotr. Let's now get to the third and last lucky winner in this category for this week, and it is Lyubov Akbayeva from Karachkaevsk, Russia. Congratulations to all the winners in this category so far. And now, let's get to the most prestigious category of prizes for buyers and sponsors of Invest packages, where the prize is a brand new and stunning Apple MacBook laptop. Let's see who the lucky two winners of this gadget will be this week. Let's draw the first MacBook and let the drumroll begin. It is Irina Khramova from Chelyabinsk, Russia. A very well-deserved victory for Irina. And now, the next MacBook laptop of the day goes to Vera Kirillova from Arkhangelsk, Russia. This is great, and we congratulate all the 14 lucky winners and are looking forward to seeing the lucky winners of the next week. We wish luck to all the participants next week. Keep up the hard work, and thank you for your time, and until we meet next time.